Hey OHS, Mr. Buchanan here. Really excited this week to share with you the sport of CPAC Takraw, or what we also like to call no hands volleyball. What? No hands volleyball? That's right. In this sport, you can't use your hands, you can't use your wrists or your forearms. But what you can use is your head, your shoulders, your quads, your knees, and especially your shoes or your feet. Really get creative. I love this sport. Today I have a volleyball net in my backyard, however a piece of rope going across between two posts, maybe a clothesline, something, maybe a bed sheet that can go over it, or even open space. Anything works today. Just get creative, try your best, and have lots of fun. Here we go. So you might wonder, OHS, what kind of ball would I use in this sport? Well, a regular volleyball would work, a soccer ball as well, but today I'm going to use kind of like a beach ball or a kin ball, a light ball with air in it. It doesn't have that impact when I hit it with my head or my body, but it does float in the air a little bit, gives me some time to get under it. But any light ball would work, but make sure you're safe about it. I have glasses on, so I need to make sure that if I'm using my head, I need to be safe with that. But any sort of ball that's nice and light would work really well in this game. Sometimes it's good to warm up your body before you start the sport. What I like to do is kind of find some open space, warm up my feet, warm up my head, try to get used to the ball, especially if it's a nice light ball that's going to float. But if it's a volleyball or soccer ball, I might need to get a little bit more creative using my body parts. But it looks like this. So when I go to play the game OHS, kind of picture that you are in a gym and you have a badminton court, or you have at least two sides to the net, and you're going to start with a serve. Now what does a serve look like? A serve can be any body part. You are allowed to use your hands on the serve, but as you toss it up you can use your head. I like to use a power knee or use the inside part of my foot, but as the ball travels over the net, here's the trick. It's allowed to bounce at least once, or you can hit it out of the air. You can also modify the game a little bit and add more bounces as long as the ball is in the air a little bit and you can get your feet under it or any body part. That'd be great. So as the ball comes over, it bounces once, then I'm going to make contact. If I play one-on-one, then I'm going to try and get the ball back over the net. If I'm playing with more than one person, so let's say I have a partner with two or more, then every time the ball hits the ground, I'm allowed to hit it. Let's say unlimited passes. Usually in volleyball you have 3 passes. Today though, why not use as many passes as you want? So if the ball hits the ground once, then I use my foot. Maybe I'll pass to a teammate. Maybe they'll use their head and then it comes back to me. Maybe I'll use my elbow and I'll send it right over the net. Okay, so how do you score a point? If the ball lands on the other side and stops or stops bouncing, that would be a point for you. If the ball goes underneath the net or hits the net, that would be a point as well. And of course, if somebody uses their hands or the forearms or the wrist, that would be a point. So 3 ways. 1, the ball stops. 2, if the ball goes underneath the net. Or 3, of course, a violation using your hands or your wrists. So this is what some of the skills look like in the game. I'm going to start with a power knee, one of my favorites. Here's the header. Big kick. And another favorite, the chicken wing. As I mentioned before, OHS, this is one of my favorite games. I love Takraw No Hands Volleyball. This game's requested a lot by students in my phys ed wellness classes. Indoors it's great, but also outdoors. Try it out, be creative with it. I would suggest probably a grassy area, especially if you're going to get really creative with your skills. Well, hope you had fun. Stay active, stay safe, OHS.